I think that a lot of people today and in general think that you can't get in unless you have a lucky break, or somebody gives you something, or you happen to live in Hollywood, or your parents are famous, that you need to have something in order to have a special opportunity. And in interviewing you and in interviewing a lot of very successful people like you, I hear time and time again that to get that lucky break, they had to not ask for permission. They had to do something daring. They had to be bold. They had to put themselves in the space of where they wanted to be and not ask anyone if it was a good idea or if it would be okay. And I can't believe that that's the common thread for anybody who's made it in show business that I've spoken to, that you can't ask for permission, you just do it.
I think that's a very accurate observation.
Right?
You know, you create your own breaks. The game, I think, is finding someone who is receptive to you. And you have to take a chance on that. And in actual fact, I created every line that led to another opportunity, I created out of nothing, really, out of nothing. I came back to Hedda Hopper after this meeting with Joshua Logan, and I said, Miss Hopper, I need pictures, I need an agent. And she said, well, Max Sarno used to be the head of talent at Columbia Pictures. He's the best agent in town. And so the next morning, I take a bus out on Wilshire, and I'm at General Artists Corporation. I go in, and I went up to the secretary and said, hi, my name is Jeff Pomerantz. I'd like to see Mr. Arno. And she said, well, fine, but it's only 8:30 in the morning. Mr. Arno isn't in yet. I said, oh, well, that's fine. I have plenty of
You're
time.
so funny.
And I sat down. And so I'm talking to the receptionist, and hours go by, and people are coming in, and one after another and after another. And finally, at about, I think, 10:30 in the morning, the elevator opens, and a man steps out, and he's got this beautiful navy blue pinstripe suit and a little mustache and salt and pepper hair, and he looked like an ambassador. He really did. Very elegant man. And the secretary, sat up and said, good morning, Mr. Arno. And she said, this young man has been waiting to see you. And he looked over at me and says, I can't see you this morning. Walked in. That was it. So I'm sitting there. An hour or so goes by, and Max Arno goes out to go to the studio. And I'm still there, and he walks by me. 4:30 in the afternoon, he came back, and I was still right there. And he looked at me and he said, Tuesday morning, my office, 3-minute scene. And he was gone. All of a sudden, I had my first audition.
Wow. That's huge.
It was kind of funny. I was working at Sears Hollywood, selling Sears armored crotch underwear. Honest to God, that's what it was called. And a girl came through, and turned out she was an actress. We talked, and I said, I have to do a scene. I need a partner. We worked on a scene, and a couple days later, we went into to Max Arno's office, and Max Arno Max Arno led the talent search for Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind.
Wow.
He was Humphrey Bogart's agent, Sidney Poitier's agent, every great name in Hollywood. And we're ushered into his office, and it's a big office with an enormous desk. And we did this scene, and just before the scene was over, he said, stop, I've seen enough. And he turned to the girl, and he said, you're very good, but you're not pretty. You won't make it in Hollywood. Go to New York. And the girl just, with tears, and was out the door. And I'll tell you, Marit, I swear, to this day, I believe that if she had gone to New York, Max Arno would have been her agent.
Wow.
But all of a sudden, I'm alone with him. And he looks at me and he says, you're really excellent. Presses the money and says, send in the boys. And it was like this, I swear, that it was bigger than this, but all of a sudden, the top agents in Hollywood are like stacked, all like this. And he looks at them and he says, "This is Jeff Pomerantz. He just did a scene for me, and he is excellent. I don't want you to be afraid to send him to see anyone for anything, because he is excellent. Now, go to work." They're all gone.
It's like out of a movie.
Yeah, and so that's how my career started.